spread destruction and death. But they can also invite unexplained phenomena. For these believers, a tornado is a rare opportunity to come face to face with mankind's most elusive mysteries. When a tornado hit Palm Coast, Florida in December of 2013, it caught the attention of wildlife researcher Dave Shealy. Because the twister devastated the forest area, Dave believes a legendary creature has moved in.
The reason a skunk ape might be compelled to go into an area that's been struck by a tornado is to see if there was any easy access to food.
Like the legendary Bigfoot, Florida's skunk ape is what's known as a megafauna cryptid, a large animal whose existence is unproven. History is full of megafauna once considered hoaxes, from the giant panda to the giant squid. But the skunk ape is an enduring creature, the subject of countless legends and sightings.
The skunk ape is a variant on the standard sort of wild man of the woods myth that occurs in almost every culture and every continent. And it is known primarily from legends from the southern part of the U.S., especially Florida. It's supposedly a large orangutan-like hominid that runs around swamps of Florida. And it's given its name skunk ape because it supposedly has a terrible stench.
Could such a mythical ape creature still elude the reach of science and dwell secretly in the dense forest of northeastern Florida? The subtropical climate in Florida stays above 50 degrees for 8 months of the year. Dave believes the warm, humid climate makes the region an ideal place for the skunk ape to live.
I started doing research when I was 10 years old. That's when my first sighting was. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I not only believe, I know that skunk apes and tornadoes are connected. It's just a common thing. Wildlife is attracted to disturbed areas.
As soon as the tornado struck Palm Coast, Dave and Ox, a member of Dave's team, would waste no time preparing for their trip.
Well, as you can see, there's the Ocala National Forest, which is on the opposite side of Lake George. So there's been sightings all around the lake, all the way from the Georgia line south down this area. Where do you think we ought to start?
Definitely Indian Trails.
Indian Trails is the name of the neighborhood that was hardest hit by the tornado, suffering more than $5 million in damages. It's also densely forested, so tracking any creature would be a challenge.
I'm the best tracker in the world. I am the #1 tracker, and it's not that I'm that good, it's just I've been doing it for so long, it kind of becomes second nature. So this is where they'll draw a skunk ape in. It's a wooded area over here. In a ditch, the ground's damp. It's a good possibility we could find some tracks.
Arriving at Indian Trails, the path of the tornado becomes abundantly clear, reaching a width of 150 yards, or the length of 1.5 football fields. The tornado was strong enough to tear off roofs and litter the streets with debris. Over the last 30 years, Florida averaged 61 tornadoes every year, trailing only Texas and Kansas in total occurrences. Even though the majority of Florida's twisters are weak EF zeros with winds below 85 miles per hour, the EF1 that hit Palm Coast packed 110 mile per hour winds.
Tornadoes, as they go through a subdivision, they mow a path. Tornadoes generate a tremendous amount of debris. I have been close enough to tornadoes that I couldn't actually see the tornado. It is a rotating fog bank of flying debris. You become totally disoriented.
Dave decides to begin his search with some input from the locals.
Hi, I'm Dave Shealy, and I came to see the damage here. So this is the center of the tornado activity
This was
here.
the hardest hit. It came in that way, and it zigzagged all the way down here. And the wind was blowing, and all of a sudden, the pine trees were bent like this.
These trees here.
These trees were bent. There was a tremendous explosion, and the lights went out. And then I looked across the street, and I saw his house. I said, good Lord.
The tornado's impact on houses varied, with 7 homes destroyed and more than 150 damaged.
A tornado is not a steady state wind. The wind pulses in and accelerates or intensifies, and then it weakens. Sort of like Mother Nature's heartbeat. It has its moments where it comes together and then falls apart. I have seen where one house is left virtually untouched next to a house that's destroyed. It is that the flow probably broke up for a little bit.
His garage is not there no more.
Oh, he had a garage on the
Yeah,
house.
two-car garage, that's over there. And I guess the porch in the back is all destroyed. It was thrown all over the place.
The Palm Coast area is one of the highest rated spots in Florida for deer hunting. Typically in a disturbed environment, the suddenly homeless wildlife will attract predators.
The deer aren't here, and I'm going to say that's a good sign for what I'm looking for.
Dave and Ox gather supplies to spend a night staking out the tornado-damaged area.
So you think we'll find anything here?
Well, it seems like a good area. He hadn't seen the deer around, and when a large predator comes into an area, it spooks the wildlife out.
Most believe the tornado itself drove the deer out of the area, but Dave believes the animals sensed a powerful new predator in the forest. It's not until nightfall that the team uncovers what they believe to be their first clue.
Hey, look, there's a trail here. Right over here.
Okay.
It should be a good night.
You know what? It's the thrill of the hunt.
We're looking for tracks anywhere from 12 to 17 inches long. And they're a four-toed track, real distinct long toes. Skunk apes will climb trees too, so you want to keep an eye up in the trees as you're going. Skunk apes do communicate, and I've heard this, but it's a very low pitched sound.
Primates, because they live often in dense vegetation, are known for very complicated vocal calls. They certainly use communication, especially to warn members of their band of predators nearby.
See how the ground's starting to lighten up here? There's been traffic through here, you know? And there's a lake right there.
Okay.
If there's anything around here that's using this lake for water, it's using that trail right there.
Okay.
So we're gonna look for tracks right here. See what I'm saying? Look there. Count the toes. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4.